Hello. Hold on. I should turn the music down. Woo. Hello, friends. How are we doing today? So, first of all, Charlene, thank you so much for the resub and 36 months. That's insane. That is insane. How is everyone doing this fine day? I'm tired, let me tell you that. I woke up, I had to reset my little Pabu and the text is just so much smaller than I was expecting, so I might try and fix that in the first sprint. But hello and welcome to some reading sprints. It has been a little while, and obviously this is kind of in honor of the Breath of the Wildathon, which is currently happening, but you don't have to be participating to join in on the fabulous sprinting goodness. So, Maggie, oh my gosh, love that you're cross-stitching. What kind of design are you cross-stitching at the moment? Onyx Storm, ooh, Night Bitch, Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. That sounds so fun. Iron Flame, oh my gosh, you just finished Bunny. What did you think of it? Hello, oh my gosh, your first time here. Hello, welcome in, Tigress. Ooh, welcome to the Hyunam-dong bookshop at 80%. Also, what are you thinking of it? That is on my wish list. Would love to read, however, currently working. I'm sorry, Ali. Yes, exactly. We can keep you company during work. Oh, everyone is also asking how you've been liking it. Having a good time despite me not usually reaching for these types of books. 4 or 4.5. Ooh, okay. Very nice. I read similar books, but I've heard mixed things. Hopefully the last 20% is, not sure how long I will stay. Almost midnight. Okay, we can jump into a reading sprint ASAP to get you through until you fall asleep. Going to read a couple of chapters of Restore Me before going to bed. Also nearly midnight. I apologize for the late start today. I mentioned it in my personal Discord, but my computer has been taking like 5 to 10 minutes to start up every single time, and I don't know why, because I didn't do anything different. Well, I didn't think I did anything different, but in December I tried installing the Oculus app because I wanted to try and connect my Oculus to my Steam, and there's a way to do it with downloading this downloading this program onto your computer. And then I was looking around and I discovered hundreds of thousands of tiny little files. That was because of the Oculus app. So I've been trying to delete them. I'm still not finished because I needed to get started with stream. I still have 20 minutes of deleting to go. But oh my goodness. So apologies for the late start this morning / evening. Heavenly Tyrant. Ooh, Iron Widow sequel. I still really need to read Iron Widow. You're also listening to Godkiller. Well, I'm going to be starting Godkiller in the next couple of days, but I really hope you're liking it. Ooh. Oh, doing a small chart of Beatrix Potter's house. That's so cute. And we're in Hello. Ooh, reading The Coven. Danny, hello. Surprisingly not tired at all. Ooh, stunning. Love that. Yeah, I thought so, because there wasn't, in terms of file size, they were quite small, but it was I found a Google, was it Reddit thread about it, and someone was like, yeah, there was literally almost 1 million files. So I think just the sheer quantity of files that system was dealing with on booting up the computer, it was just a lot to handle. So yeah, we're culling ruthlessly. Loved it. Honestly, such a fun read. So confused trying to figure out what's happening most of the time. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm so excited for We Love You Bunny as well. I'm really upset because yeah, that's what I did. I was going through to see my drives to see if they were close to capacity, and they weren't. I mean, I do have a fair amount of files, but I'm not at the end. I've still got at least a third, I think, of each drive free. But I noted it wasn't much of an increase since the last time I would have checked, because I hadn't done much on my computer in months. So I was like, I haven't added any video files. I've been doing that all on my laptop. Anywho, I got myself distracted. We Love You Bunny. Oh yes. I am in the middle of editing my 25 books I want to read in 2025, and I'm very annoyed because I didn't include We Love You Bunny, and I didn't include The Dragon Republic. So just so you know now, those are also 2 additional books I would like to read this year. Goodness. Hello, ladies. How are you? Well, exactly. We can keep you company while you're working. Potentially. It could be potentially. It wasn't affecting my computer too much when it was open. I did a bit of a cull of a few other things, but it was just this boot up process. It takes like 5 minutes to turn on. But we're okay now. Thankfully. Where are we? But yes, I'm currently in the middle of The Book Thief. Not the ads. But yes, I'm currently reading The Book Thief. How far are we in? Hello? There we go. I'm really hoping to finish this today. Considering that I had like a week head start, I have done nothing with my time. To be honest, I've been playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure every single day for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. So that is what I've been doing with my time instead of reading for the readathon. It is what it is. It is what it is. And also thank you so much. So my lovely co-host Red. I think this is the 20th anniversary edition or something like that. And she like collaged it and painted it. And she started doing some like beautiful annotations inside. Hello, that heart is stunning. So yes, I'm currently rereading this. I don't think I've ever annotated an edition before, so I'm currently annotating this one. But yeah, this was like the most wholesome, wonderful gift ever. So I love Red. I love it. I know. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. The other thing I've also been doing is crocheting. I'm in the middle of 3 separate gifts. Do I have them readily available? I've realized that I need to purchase craft wire, bendable wire, because I'm making a little snake for my friend. How cute did it turn out? And I need wire to stick in the head and then crochet around the body. And then I'm also in the middle of doing a little spider. I need a smaller hook for the legs, so I have to pause that until I continue. And then I'm also creating a baby book for my friend, and we are currently this far through the first page. That is going to take me so long. Oh, goodness. But yes, I'm very excited to continue reading The Book Thief, hoping to finish this today because I also have these 2 books to complete by Sunday. So it's a book a day moment. It's a book a day. I stopped reading the 6 Wheel of Time book for the readathon and put me in such a slump at the start of the readathon. No! I could start early by a few days and I read nothing with my... Exactly, I did nothing. I did nothing. But congrats on finishing your first book. I don't... Everything is super familiar in rereading it, but like anytime I think of The Book Thief, there are a couple of very stark moments, and I'm sure you can tell which ones in particular, that I remember specifically, but oh my gosh. And Alex was so happy having like a little flick through and seeing all of the quotes that both me and Red had underlined. It was like, yes, exactly, you highlighted my favorite line of all time, which is... It suffices to say that at some point in time, I will be standing over you. As genially as possible, your soul will be in my arms. A colour will be perched on my shoulder. I will carry you gently away. Oh. 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 I love it. I love it. This is the way that I'm like sinking into this book and just feeling like wrapped up by all of the beautiful words. Like the writing style is, oh my gosh, you're doing a book blanket project. I love that. I love that. I love, someone in the Discord also shared their 2024 book blanket and I love seeing it. I think they're also doing a book dragon for 2025, which I love. I love the idea of doing a book crochet project, but knowing me, I will leave it all until December and then I will have a lot to do all at once rather than periodically chipping away at it throughout the year. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to get up my little Spirit City programs so we can have some ambiance. Okay, we get straight into it. All right, I guess goodbye music. What are the vibes we're feeling today, friends? Is it a bit of a storm moment, or do we just want a bit of rain and fire? Or there's soothing wind, gentle snowstorm, night forest? It's a Caps moment, like, no judgment. Is the thunderstorm? You can have a cat purring. I had never noticed that one. Oh, I typically always have a bit of rain and the fireplace going, because that is the coziest of vibes, right? Book dragon sounds so cool. I've seen book snakes before. Yeah, it must be like a variation of that, and then adding little leggies. I wish I was into crocheting, but I do not possess the ability to sit down for that long. Absolutely fair. Plus I really suck at it. Also fair, though you always get better with time. But yes, it is, I find, look, I can sit for a really long time, but I get hyper distracted. But crocheting is one of the few things that I like hyper distracted. I get focused. No, I get distracted, but I can hyper focus on crocheting, thankfully. It helps keep my hands occupied while I'm listening to audiobooks. Exactly, yes. See, I wish that I was wanting to listen to an audiobook for this readathon, because I would have gotten so much reading done. I really should have just done it for Sunbringer, to be honest. Anyway, what's done is done. Let us jump into our first sprint of the day. Let's start with a nice 30 minutes. We can up that a little bit once we've gotten into the rhythm. I usually play casual games that require no thinking while listening to audiobooks. See, the amount of time I've been playing on Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I also could have been listening to audiobooks. But I just wasn't feeling the desire to listen to anything. I'm not good at processing audiobook information, unfortunately. I honestly get that. Some books work great for me on audio, others no. Really just depends. Lego games are great on the Switch. Yeah. Also, someone please play some Hello Kitty Island Adventure, because I want to try the multiplayer mode, but I got no friends. I don't know what to do. It's now out on Steam today. Is today the day? Well, it would have been yesterday for me, but I think it was January 30th that it was out on Switch and PC. I've been playing it on my Mac through Apple Arcade. You see? It's just telling me the original date. Oh yeah, January 30th. Exciting. But anyway, I have not tried Infinity Nikki, though I really want to. I feel like I just need to finish off a couple games first. My brain just trails off, even when I like the book. So yeah, I totally get that. Which is a shame, especially if you want to listen to audiobooks, and it could maximize some of your reading in certain situations. But sometimes we gotta work with our little noggins in the way that it's wired. Oh, it looks amazing. See, yeah, that it is a bit expensive, but that's why I ended up like jumping into it on Apple Arcade, because I can get like the trial for 3 months. So I'm just gonna power through the entire game in 3 months. I don't know about entire game. I think you can just like continue because you can get new visitors and stuff like that, but I'll deal with that when I get to it. Anyway, we're gonna read. So 30 minutes. Let us start the sprint now. I will see you at the end. Happy reading, everyone.
Let's go, girls.
thank you so much for the follow. And thank you so much for the follow. Another thank you. Thank you, thank you. hello. Hello. Welcome back. I have no idea where I started at the start of the sprint page-wise. But it kind of broke my heart a little bit. It's just so good. So beautiful. The way we, like, it makes sense. It's starting to get a little rough. Like, this being narrated by Death, it makes sense that they'll just so casually pepper in mentions of someone's death and backstory and how heartbreaking it all is. But, like, death is death. They've seen things. It doesn't cause them emotion. So it's just so, like, sometimes so abrupt. And it's like, you can't just pull that out of nowhere and expect me not to want to cry. Perfect time to join. Hello. I can set up my space before the next sprint. Perfect, Morgan. Perfect. Exactly. I forgot to change the text. I also got a little distracted, and I also got very excited because I have something to show you in a moment. But how did you all do with that sprint, though? I know, I feel like it went so fast. Okay, yes. My perfect reading spot is right here over there. And I, like, set up, like, a mountain of pillows. I don't usually have too much to my setup, though. A beverage is a must. Oh, heating pad sounds delightful. A tea would be very nice. Read The Book Thief on audio a while back and didn't vibe with it. Fully blame the narrator, though. Fair. So fair. You really gotta vibe well with a narrator. Otherwise it can just ruin the whole experience. Look, it's the reason it's my favorite book of all time. Exactly. Came in late. Hello, Lisa. Currently on my last book for the readathon. Congrats. Lost World. Brighton. Stunning. 5% got a little distracted. Read more in the next one. Hello. Here from Other Sprints. Amazing. Welcome in. Doing paperwork followed by decompressing with Bowser's Inside Story. Fantastic. Welcome in. The book I chose to reread has been making me tear up. Yep. That's exactly the same as me. End up eating lunch, watching YouTube. I love that, Maggie. I love it. Perfect timing. Just got home from work. Exactly. Welcome in. We'll just have a very quick debrief before the next sprint, and I'll tell you about my. I've finally perfected my Notion book database. It makes me very happy. It took me weeks. Weeks. The Book Thief is the only book that's ever made you cry. Full on board for the last 50 pages solid. Honestly, the amount, like, I've reread this a few times, but I think having a bit of a break is just, like, so interesting seeing just how much foreshadowing there is, like, particularly in the first few chapters. Death likes to just tell you what's happening, but also tease about how that will change so drastically by the end of the book. And there's just been a few instances that allude to the fates of some characters, or just, like, very specific scenes that are very emotional. And I'm like, don't look, we're not at that point yet. This is really hard to read when you know what's going to happen. Oh, man. Read 10 pages at the gym in Moscow. Amazing. Usually just read at your desk. My gaming chair is comfy. Stunning. 45 pages. Stunning. Well done. Usually read at my desk too, but we're getting a new couch. Ooh, love it. Yeah, I don't mind reading on the couch as well. And obviously anytime I do reading sprints with y'all, we're here at the desk. Which I think is, like, I think sitting upright is definitely beneficial and helps me not fall asleep. But I do love to be comfortable. I've only just started all 3 of my books. Honestly, Rachel, saying this is still my first book. I'm not even halfway through. So hence the reading sprints today, and then the reading sprints tomorrow. Yeah. It's such a delight. Such a cozy, fun book. Oh, I'm sorry. Working on a paper for your master's degree. Well, good luck. I hope it's a productive day for you. And just before we get into our next sprint, I would very much like to show you my Notion template that, like I said, took me weeks to complete and I'm very proud of. And I have taken inspiration from a few different Notion databases, but I just kind of like meshed all the parts that I liked into one that I really love. So, apologies. Hold on, where can I? Just seeing if I can move it over a little bit. There we go. So welcome to the library. It's still in progress. I had like some old ones, like pages for the library that I have ended up deleting, but I needed this to differentiate between them all. But I've got my nice little like bookshelf at the front with what I'm currently reading, what I've got up next, which is like my immediate TBR if I've got like a monthly TBR or any readathons. So obviously book club as well. Read, I still need to populate it. Of course, my to be read. And then my book club ones, this is for my book club, which you can see is called Big Bookie Bitches. So original. I've also got like fun little stats on the side. I'm very excited to finally finish my first book, so things will be populated in here, like the books read this month. I've started including pages read, and I've also got a little like reading tracker, which is here. And I haven't marked off today, so I'll show you how, like I've made it very nice and simple. If I want to mark that I've read today, I'll say, hey, new day, it's added in today, and I'm reading a physical book. I'm just separating them by like pages read versus minutes on audio. And I've got my nice little tracker, and it's, hey, I've read another day. Also my reading goal. The stats look very boring because I haven't finished anything yet, but I've also got all this fun stuff here. It'll track all of the books I've read, pages read, hours listened, how many new favorites, DNFs, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure this is genre, age group, format, and maybe it was star rating for this. I'm not entirely sure. And then I've got obviously like the bookshelf stuff, which is separated into like the entire database here. But I've also got specifically to be read because I want more things for the book clubs. My 2020, my 25 and 25. Spoiler alert. But then I've also got authors, which are separated, so I can mark off how many books I have read by each author, or own rather, and then the series. Got a series tracker, which is basically just based on the current things. This is nowhere near complete. I need to go through and actually do a whole lot of other stuff. I've got a separate page for all of the genres, so that I can like really easily categorize things. I don't have any limits, you know. Particularly if I'm like trying to make lists of things. There is an app on mobile and, well, my iPad as well. But this is like a desktop program, the one I'm looking at. You can also look at it on your browser as well. Collections, which I've got 2 different types. One of them is like, first of all, the Cosmere, so everything in the Cosmere by Brandon Sanderson. And then I've got lists as well, so favorite audiobooks, and also my favorite books, my wish list. And then this is the super handy page for like the mobile view when I'm wanting to add things on my mobile, because that page was too complicated. So I can include my reading tracking situation here, quickly add a book, and I've got it set up for current read, to read, and wish list, so that it does all of the like categories and like sections for me, so it's nice and easy. But yes, it makes me very happy. Oh yes, and then the other one, because sometimes I need to like figure out when I need to read things. I'm planning on doing I need to read like this book for my book club, and then I want to read the entire Hunger Games series before / on the release of Sunrise on the Reaping. So I've marked it all out in my calendar just so I know visually when I need to have read things by. But anywho, that's all done, and I'm very happy with it. But yes, there's a lot of stuff. The main thing was like trying to automate things to simplify as much as possible with all the buttons and all that stuff, which was so many formulas. It got very complicated. I know, I don't think I can entirely get rid of Goodreads as well. But we'll see. We'll see. Like, this is like good for personal's like database stats situation, but like Goodreads does have a kind of social element as well. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't want the book to end. Oh my gosh, you're so close. So close. Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. Wish I had the patience to learn how to use Notion. It's been a slow process. Very slow. Oh, you got 50 pages read during your sprint. Stunning. Ooh, lovely. Yep. Also annotating as well, so it's so much slower. There's a bot that feeds you comments from... Yes. Yes, indeed. It's Restream, so that I can stream on both at the same time and everyone can see everyone's comments, so it's much simpler. I like the graphs on Storygraph, but being able to keep track of series I'm halfway through would be so handy. Yeah, that's definitely one I'm very excited to get up to date. And like, Notion's not good with graphs, like you have to use external programs. And the one that I'm using is like, you can use one free chart graph per account unless you pay for the premium. So I had to like create like 4 separate accounts so I could get 4 separate graphs because I'm not prepared to pay like $15 a month. I need to see if I actually use the stats first. If it's helpful. I haven't, yeah, see, that's it. I really want to get into Storygraph, but I just haven't quite like found a rhythm with it or really gotten sucked into it. But I also tried like I created an account and tried dipping into it during my weird lull period. So we'll see. Like I fully fell off updating Goodreads as well, and I'm very behind. Yeah, good point, Rachel. Started Corpile this year, really loving it so far. Oh, amazing. I use Storygraph, Corpile, and a series tracker app on Google Spreadsheets. I have been using like a Google spreadsheet for my reading over Goodreads over the past few years, but again, I'm not super up to date with it. And I have a Corpile calculator in that as well. I'm just so bad at inputting things, so I don't know. Look, I don't know if how I'm gonna stick with the Notion. We will see. We will see. And again, similarly, I ended up like creating my own blend of Google spreadsheets based on like 4 different people's ones. Hi Victoria, how are you? Ready to shop on Goodreads to store the next books in my series I'm reading. Ooh, hate how when you click into a series on Goodreads, it shows box sets and others. It's just so much. The spreadsheet shames me for not finishing my series. Exactly. I just like... I wish that Notion had a bit more of a better comprehensive spreadsheet graph system, but I like the visual elements of it, and that I can automate some things differently to spreadsheets. I do love me a spreadsheet. I love me a spreadsheet. And finding like a formula to like calculate specific things, and it just brings me so much joy to figure it all out. Ooh, good question. Is this the One Dark Window book club book? I would also like to know if anyone has listened to it on audio. But shall we start another sprint? I think so. Let's go for 40 minutes this time. And let's... Really gentle snowstorm. Really gentle. I use a spreadsheet for my series tracking, and seeing it all laid out is so daunting but motivating. Yep. Ooh, you're in the middle of 3 books. The lucky day at my library sucks me in. What are you currently in the middle of? Can we help you decide? We love... Oh, excuse me. Soft final nose. I love all this, like... You know what? I'm not vibing the snowstorm. Is the Night Forest a vibe? I don't know if you can hear it very loudly. Is that going to be annoying? Do let me know. You approve? Stunning. Around 75% of all series are ongoing. Ooh. Owl hooting. Love it. I know. Caught up around 5%, DNF around 9%, and finished around 9%. I know, I haven't done like what's the word I'm trying to think of? I haven't audited my books and series in I don't even know how long. I don't even know if I've ever fully done it before. I probably did it for a video once upon a time about all the series I'm in the middle of. But I feel like that would have been like 10 years ago. So I feel like I really need to do it, but I'm so scared to see where I'm at with all of my series. Exactly that expression. Okay, middle. Oh, Mistborn 2. The Anxious Generation and The Stranger Beside Me. Ooh. My gut says Mistborn 2, but I'm also super intrigued by that nonfiction. That's 2 votes for Mistborn. Does anyone object? Hat time! Shoot. I don't know if the hat's gonna work for my hair today. But I will do it. Is it a mushroom or an upper moment? I think Mistborn is the way to go for this sprint. I dare say. Mushroom. Okay, I'll go and grab my hat. Mushroom! I will go and grab my hat at the start of the next sprint then. Alright, let's go for 45 minutes this time. Happy reading, friends. See you at the end. In, thank you so much for the follow.